And grab a whiteboard. I know we gotta get the whiteboard so we can start doing the John Madden explanations. Do you always turn off your PS4 or put it in sleep mode? Kind of alternate sometimes. Guys, I screwed up. This was not a good snack idea. It's too messy. It's a good snack, just not a good snack idea. It's a good snack, just not a good idea. Or just not a good idea right now. So basically, if I need to use my PS4 like later on in the day, I'll just put it in sleep mode. But if I know I'm not going to use it for a long time, then I'll probably just turn it off. I've got a cat here that needs attention, and he's rubbing my leg, and it's very distracting. What's up, Uncle Iro? Yes, it was. It was, as a matter of fact. A PB and a recce, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, I know. Probably. I'm probably receiving kitty love because I have food. I would not be surprised. Dude, I would not be surprised one bit if it was just about the food. Especially with this cat. This cat's good. This cat's good at getting what he wants. That's fair. Like, honestly, as long as you put it into some kind of rest mode after you're done using it, it should be fine, Vegeta. From top to bottom instead of from left to right. Oh, you just change in your layout settings. Wow, I did the inputs in the wrong order there. You just change in your layout settings. You basically just changing your layout settings from vertical to horizontal. That's all you got to do. Little Caesar with 10 out of 10. Yo, nice, nice meaty muffins. I'm glad it lived up to the hype. Oops, a little too close for comfort. That's excuse me. That's fine. I'll tell you what, though, that cat is lucky that I love cats so much. Because he gets all the love and attention. He pretty much gets it no matter what. He pretty much gets it no matter what. But yeah, the color key is a little bit weird in OBS Yin Yang Foxes. I still would like to further improve my color key setup to make it a little bit nicer looking. Because like right now it's fine, but it's like a little bit grainy. And I'm having a hard time getting it to look right with just my own tweaking. Is it the chubby black and white one? It is, Dolly. That is the one. It is the chubby tuxedo cat. Our orange cat, like, definitely likes to have the attention too, but he's just like very content. Like, he's just like along for the ride, and then like if you're around, then he'll be like, oh hey, you should come pet me. But this one comes and finds you. This one comes and finds you and is like, love me, or I will keep pestering you. And I mean, I can't say no to that face. That face is so cute. What's his name? Shimshek is his name, and it's actually Turkish for lightning. So his name is actually Lightning, which is pretty cool. His American name is Jimmy. I think back when my girlfriend used to live at her old house, they had a roommate that did not want to call him Shimshek for some reason, so they would call him Jimmy, and then that's basically how that started. Dude, cats are the bosses of humans. They really are, though. We just kind of follow their lead. Alrighty. Do 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 do. Alrighty, so not quite the 2 masks that I wanted to come out of here with, but I think we can still make it happen in Hang 8. Am I Turkish? No. No, I myself am not Turkish, but my girlfriend is. Yeah, she is actually 100% Turkish. The tabby's name is Spiral. Kind of a weird. There's kind of a weird explanation to the name that I'm not going to go into right now, but his name is Spiral. I usually just call him Viral because I don't know. That's like my pet name for the cat. It's my pet name for the pet. Yep. Now you know, Howling Wolf. Now you know. Now you know why we don't speak of that run. Whoa. So, what happened there was the animation was about to start for Crash to jump on top of the jet ski, and what happened instead was when I pressed X to start boosting, it basically just went like canceled it and then allowed me to jump off of that little thing there. That is so strange, because like the camera shifted like it was gonna start the animation, but then it got canceled by my jump, which is very weird. I don't know, Mustache Spider. I don't know if they're gonna want to do CTR next or if they're gonna want to do Spyro. They really could do either first. Now, there's no guarantee they do either, by the way. But if they were gonna do one, I don't know if they would do CTR or Spyro first. There we go. Yeah, I don't think he really had anything bad to say. But yeah, that stuff is not acceptable. Let's go ahead and move on again from the topic of that particular run. And things you should not do at GDQs. There we go. Oh, what's happening, Fin Dog, by the way? I don't believe I said hi to you. How are you doing today? Gotta wait. There we go. That's a little better. Do 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 do. Ba da da dum. Ba da ba bum. What's happening, Divine Chaos? We are referring to the SGDQ 2015 Crash 2 Game Over Abuse run. That was the run that we were just talking about. Don't want to talk about it anymore, but that is the that was what we were referring to just then. Sorry I keep ducking my head down. It looks a little bit funny, but I'm trying to eat a snack and it's very messy. So I basically have to like bring my head all the way down. And so I basically end up having to bring my head all the way down and like make sure to eat it over the plate so the mess is on the plate and not on me. So I do apologize for it looking kind of weird. Okay, no problem, Divine Chaos. Yeah, exactly, Yin Yang. That's why, like, there's been some runs. JTB's Resident Evil 4 run, I think, at that same SGDQ or at the GDQ thereafter, was one of the best commentator runs I've ever seen. And the reason why, I think, was because they rehearsed it. Like, they spent a lot of time, like, him and his couch. Like, he decided on his couch early. And he just rehearsed with them. He ended up just, like, being like, yeah, we're gonna plan everything out. And it went brilliantly. Like, it's awesome. And I think that, like, sometimes when it comes to couches, I think, like, people can sometimes leave the couch commentary on the table. And I think that, like, couch commentary could actually be really big and a really big factor of what makes a great GDQ run. So I think that overall, hang on one second. Yeah, there you go. I think I figured out what I was doing wrong before. Yep. Okay, so what I was doing wrong before, where I wasn't getting those pit skips, was I was not holding down X for long enough. And I just got all of those. Or I just got the second two of the three, actually. I did not get the first one. That helps out a lot. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it doesn't always work out. And what's up, Malls, by the way? How you doing? That's one thing that we do very well in this chat is feel hungry, talk about food. So if you feel hungry, I do apologize. But what I was talking about with the couches is I think that, like, picking your couch wisely, and, like, you don't even have to, like, rehearse it, like, script it or anything. Like, I'm not saying you should script it, but you should have, like, a good idea of, like, you know, taking the time to have a good idea of what to talk about at each various points of the game, just so that way you're not caught off guard or, you know, kind of out of it when it comes to things to describe, or, you know, what you want to talk about, or, you know, how to explain certain things is very, very good. I really think that, you know, sometimes at GDQ runs you have couches that are just totally improv and they go really well. You know, I'm not saying that's, like, the only way to do it, but I think it would really help, you know, for deciding on a couch, like, earlier rather than later. And then also, like, you know, just getting on a call for, like, an hour or two and being like, hey guys, you know, what do we want to talk about at each point of the run? And those commentaries, I think, are generally better than the ones that are totally improv, or if a couch is made at the last minute. You know, sometimes, like, the couch is made, like, right before the run starts, and it can be very awkward for those people on the couch because they have no clue what to say. And they just have, like, no preparation. You know, some people can handle it, but some can't. You know, and a little bit of preparation, I think, can go a long way. Probably won't, Howling Wolf, but we'll see. Did I say my girlfriend is from Turkey? I did. Are you Turkish yourself, by chance? Went swimming, and right when you left, I started streaming. Nice. Yo, I'm glad that worked out. How was your swimming? Like, what kind of swimming did you do? Oh yeah, I can imagine that the peanut gallery might mess up a singing game. Unfortunately. It's gonna get some food in an hour anyway. Fair enough. What food are you thinking about currently? There we go. Wait an extra little second to save a few more. Don't hit that bonus platform. That would not be pretty. To To be a speedrunner, you're still very good with your chat. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I definitely, I'm definitely very, like, thankful that I can play video games and talk at the same time, because I know that's definitely not a, that's definitely very hard to do, and especially when I was starting out, that was really, really difficult. But, you know, talking to chat is my favorite part of streaming, so I always want to interact, and I always want to, you know, be talking and hanging out with you guys. Excuse me. And, you know, I definitely am willing to take on that challenge every time. Like, I just love talking to you guys. No matter what I'm doing, like, I probably will never stop talking to chat. You know, that's my favorite part of streaming. What's going on, Partial? Have I ever played Team Fortress 2? No, I have not. I see what you're saying, hey, but, excuse me. I see what you're saying, but please do not bring up politics in my chat. That is a very slippery slope, and I hope you understand that I don't want to start any fights or any wars or any controversy here. I just want to hang out and have a good time. YouTube, and it's so hard to talk and play. With YouTube, it's pre-recorded, so you have a little bit more pressure to, like, not be awkward or have it come out perfectly. So, like, I think your commentary is a little bit harder on YouTube than it is on Twitch, because on Twitch, like, people have to sneeze, people burp, people lose their train of thought. You know, it's totally fine because it's live. But on YouTube, there's a bit more of a script to it, I would say. Well, it's political. It's a political topic in general. It's a political topic in general. Hey, it's really it's the type of controversy surrounding it that I don't like. I don't mind talking about it in private, but here publicly in a Twitch channel is not a good place to do that. You know, people come here to hang out, relax, and have a good time. What's happened, True Spartan? How are you doing today? What am I gonna do? 100% runs? Good question. As far as 100% runs of the Insane Trilogy goes, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure when exactly. I would like to try at least Crash 2 102%, but I'm not exactly sure. I'm not exactly sure like where I want to go for Crash 1 102 or Crash 3 105, or if I'm going to be interested in those categories. I'm having a lot of fun with the any percents right now, but the 100% are going to be something that I'd like to try, but I don't know exactly when. Since I have a PS4, I need to get The Last of Us. I know. I need to get The Last of Us remastered. I'll work on it, though. Hopefully not, Ecdysis. That would be bad. I'm probably going to get the extra 10 lives here, just because I'm feeling a little bit concerned about game overing, and game overing does lose a lot of time. Did I do YouTube before streaming? No, actually, the opposite. I don't really know what I want to do with YouTube at this point, but I actually was not active with YouTube at all until I started streaming. So streaming actually came first. Yeah, definitely Magatoth. I've heard it's a really good game, and I think I'll really like it. I think I'll really like it. The problem is like, right now my free time is, like, very low. So, when I think about all the, you know, there's so many things that I want to do with my spare time, and I just don't have time to do them all. And, you know, it definitely sometimes takes a lot of discipline and a lot of heart to prioritize, you know, what you want to do with your time. That's not good. That's not good. What's happening, Pack 2 Caleb, by the way? How are you doing? And what's up, Horizon? Thank you for the good luck as well. I appreciate it. Was The Last of Us actually Game of the Year in the year it came out? It was like 2013, right? Yes. Excellent. I was a little bit concerned I was gonna get all up in that Killer Whale's grill. But thankfully not. Watching at work and enjoying yourself? Awesome, Caleb. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. What's going on, KDAX Sup? How are you doing today? Not playing this. Am I not playing this for the first time? You are correct. This is not my first time playing this game. What if it was, though? What if it was, though, and it was just like raw talent? Couldn't even comprehend that if somebody just like walked into this game and just started destroying it. Ow. I just bit my cheek. Ah, that's painful. What's going on, Gerstle? Yeah, this would be pretty good for your first time. Do I sometimes give 3 minutes long answer? I don't ignore people purposely. Like, it's never my intent to ignore anybody purposely. Hey. But especially nowadays with chat moving faster, it's hard to keep up with everybody. And, you know, I try to interact with as many people as possible. And sometimes when I'm in like the middle of a tangent and I'm playing the video game, sometimes I do lose messages. Like all this, they start like down towards the bottom of my chat, but then suddenly they're just like way up, and sometimes I don't always I'm not always able to catch up. So don't take it the wrong way. I don't mean to purposely ignore anybody, and I do the best I can to interact with you guys as much as possible, but sometimes I do miss messages. But it's okay, Dolly. It's no problem. It's a very legitimate question because I think it's a very legitimate question because, you know, it can seem bad when somebody, you know, I read somebody's message, I go off about something, and then I move on to another message, and then I like miss something in the middle. You know, then it kind of makes you feel like, well, what the fuck? You know, like why is he ignoring me? You know, so I just wanted to set the record straight. You know, that I do my best, but I promise it's accidental. I promise it's accidental. Are you really in a position to ignore free lives? No. to say the least, no. I kind of want to get the extra lives right now, so I think I'm gonna go do that. See if I can avoid a game over later on. I want to get to a point to where I'm not doing this, but I'm a little bit concerned given how things go in Crash 2 sometimes. I want to wait for this because in the old game, it actually glitched out where if the lives were still counting and you entered a level, it would just stop. Like, you wouldn't actually get all the lives. I'm glad you're chilling and enjoying the stream, Horizon. That's awesome. What's happening, Wydine? Where am I from? I am from the United States. I'm originally from the East Coast. Used to live in a state called Maryland, where I lived basically my whole life. Until now. Now I moved out to the West Coast. Moved out to the West Coast now, and definitely getting acquainted with the West Coast life. I'm enjoying it so far. What's happening, Yoshi86 up? How are you doing? Oh, that's not good. That was not the strat that you were supposed to do there. That was not quite how it was supposed to work. The best coast, as some often call it. Yo, I don't blame him. I'm definitely starting to see the charm. Absolutely. Whoops. That's okay. Doing alright and just chilling for today? Yo, nothing wrong with that. Definitely nothing wrong with some good chilling. Do I make the W sign with your hand the whole day now? Wait, what? Oh, I see what you're saying. No, I haven't gotten there yet. I haven't been that accustomed to the West Coast. We'll get there one day, though. Porcupine percent. Literally, the porcupines are the bane of my existence in these levels. They are true savages, man. Can't sleep on them. How hot is it? Excuse me. Well, I live closer to the ocean, so it's actually not that hot. It's been in the 70s and low 80 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's pretty comfortable. So comfortable, in fact, that most houses do not have air conditioning in my area. So, and it's not to like save money or to be cheap. It's because you don't need it. There's only like maybe 10 days out of the year where it actually gets hot enough to need air conditioning. So it's pretty neat. That's basically just not a thing over here. All you gotta do is open the window and let the breeze in, and that pretty much takes care of it for you. Yeah, there's definitely a lack of lives, I believe, in Crash 2 and 3 in particular. You don't get nearly as many bonus lives as you've done before. Oh, I gotta be careful now. One must be careful in these here parts. How far am I? How far did I get in the game? Well, I've completed everything 100x%. Like whatever the maximum completion percentage is what I've done. So 102% in Crash 1 and 2, and 105% in Crash 3. Oh yeah, so you know exactly what I mean. You know exactly what I mean, Yoshi. It is awesome, to be honest. It is very, very cool. Definitely much more comfortable than the summers back home where I am. Or where I'm from. In my hometown, the summers get super hot and humid. And I'm not even from Florida either. It just gets hot and humid on the East Coast, and it's not pretty. Air conditioning helps some, but as soon as you go outside, it's just like, it kind of takes your breath away almost. It's like, you know, the humidity is just insane. Will I be going for all the trophies eventually? Probably not. I'm not a big trophy grinder, so although I kind of understand the point of it, but it's not really my thing. I understand you have your opinions, hey, but I don't want to talk bad about other streamers here. Nothing wrong with your opinions, but but in line to the politics conversations, I don't want to have those kind of conversations here either. I don't believe that's appropriate in a public forum such as this. Whoa! Okay, now we're good. What's happening, Josh Lull? How are you doing today? That was good. That was real good. These are some very interesting body slams we have here. I feel like it's easier to get accidental body slams in this game than it is in the original games. The original games, there was a certain window where you could body slam, and there was a certain window where you couldn't when you're in the air. Now, if you're in the air and you press the body slam button, you're gonna body slam. There's like 100% chance that it will. So you got to be really mindful of that going forward. You live in the East Coast and know what you're talking about. Yeah, you definitely know that feel there. Do I do plant food? Nah, I do sewer later. Do sewer later first. Insane in the membrane. There you go. A little insane in the membrane. I kind of like that. It rolls off the tongue. Oh yeah, the accidental body slam is definitely a thing you need to cope with. Definitely a thing you need to cope with. Oops. That's not good. Anyone even run the category of full trilogy? Myself, I run it, and Ramatron, I believe, also runs it. There are some other people I know of that have tried it as well, but I don't think have submitted times to the leaderboards. Yeah, I have no clue how to get through there. I have no clue how to get through there, so I'm just gonna wait on this guy. Philosophy, come on, man. We just talked about this. We just talked about this, buddy. I do know Sword of Steels, and he is quite a cool streamer indeed. For the record, promoting somebody else's channel in my chat without my consent is a breach of manners. So, if I allow it, then it's totally fine, but I'd really rather you ask me for permission first. Oh, I didn't have to wait, did I? I have 2 masks. Oops. Well, that's actually his Twitter, Ecdysis. It's Dusty Eel instead of Dusteel. So he knows that and has definitely made use of it. Yeah, originally, like, I didn't really understand the point of speedrunning as much, but until I actually did it. Like, once I did it, I was like, holy crap. Like, I totally get this now. Like, I totally get why people do this. And I think it kind of, for me as a rhythm gamer, it also really helped because as a rhythm gamer, it also really helped because there's a lot of similar mindsets. There's a lot of similar mindsets between rhythm games and speedrunning. Like, a lot of the same things that help you with speedrunning actually help you rhythm games too. So it was kind of cool. Thank you for the good luck, J-Life. Different personalities, honestly. That's really what it comes down to. And I know it seems like I'm giving you a really hard time right now, hey, but all I want to do is really just educate you on, like, some of the etiquette that, you know, that we have here and some of the unspoken rules that happen in this chat and a lot of other streamers' chats that you'll probably find as well. So I'm not trying to, so we're not trying to, like, we're not trying to bust on you. Oh, geez. We're not trying to bust on you unnecessarily. We're just, like, letting you know, like, hey, you know, there's some things that are appropriate and some things that are not appropriate to do in somebody else's channel. It wasn't the fact that you were talking about another streamer. It was the advertisement that I had a problem with. Because it's generally bad manners to do that without the broadcaster's consent. That's just like a general, like, etiquette thing that you'll find in a lot of streamers' channels. Not everybody's, but in a lot of people. What's happening, Kingler, by the way? Oh, and you found my stream through Sword. That's pretty cool, actually. That's really nice of him to shout me out like that, too. Oh, jeez. For a second there, I thought I was going to be able to make it through without getting hit. Alas, my luck ran out, but that's fine. That's what we had the extra mask for. What's up, Dan Diablo? How are you doing? It wasn't so much about, like, that particular method of what happened. It was more of the, like, I just want to make a general point, you know, because sometimes it can like, it can spiral out of control. So that was the only point. That was the only thing I really wanted to make a point about back there at Danny Diablo, was that, like, I just wanted to make the point known, because, like, sometimes it can spiral out of control from there. You know, that guy's okay. That guy's pretty all right, Ecdysis. I've heard of him before. He's a pretty all right dude, you know. But yeah. Anyway, that's basically all it is. It's more or less an etiquette education. That's all. Do I think the USA is the best country in the world? That's like, I don't know. How do you define the best country in the world? I just don't even know. I mean, I've liked living here, and I've definitely enjoyed it. And there's definitely some good things and some bad things, but I actually really don't know. I actually really don't know. How different do you think your life would be if your name was spelled with a CH instead of a K? It would be less efficient, because there's another letter. There's another letter associated with CH, whereas K just gets the point across with only one letter. The one that has no restrictions on the internet and is the fastest. Good point. Especially on this day and age. Oh, no worries, Winter. What happened to the last run? So my trifecta run, or excuse me, my full trilogy run, I should say, was the proper name of the category. My full trilogy run PB'd by a lot. PB'd by over 4 minutes. And by virtue of PBing a world record. So we beat our own world record once again. And definitely still a lot of room to improve, though. Definitely still a lot of room to improve. And this run is looking pretty good, too, in all honesty. Time saved in correcting people. True. Can't argue with that. I did. Actually, my warp was not great. Like, I didn't start off with a great warp, but it got much better. Do I look at the timer at any point, or do I just play? I look at the timer to check where I'm at after I split VV, but after that, usually don't. Unless I'm, like, lost or need to figure out where to go. Like, unless I'm lost or I just split, I normally don't look at my splits. I really don't usually pay any more attention to them than I need to. Ooh, whoa, okay, we got past there. So I did not actually expect that boost to carry it all that way. I actually did not expect that, and yeah. That's what happened there. Cool. So we're not dying as much as we have before. That's good to know. Okay, cool. There we go. Look, I'm sorry about this, hey, but you cannot. Look, we're just trying to educate you on what to do and what not to do here. And being passive aggressive with my mods is not going to help your case. So I had to time you out. if you don't like the rules, or if you don't like how we do things here, don't watch. Fact. What's up, Kramer? How you doing? Yeah, definitely. It's been crazy lately. How are you doing? Tiny Tiger. There we go. Favorite level simply due to the D-shaped ice block. I actually did not notice that. I did not notice a D in there. I did not notice a D in there. That's pretty cool, though. Anyone try Go Abuse in Insane Crash 2, or does that not work? I know from experience that it does not work. Whoa, okay. Yeah, he can just kill you there. Hey, guys, you can die there very easily. Just letting y'all know, you can definitely die there very easily. Yeah, I totally missed the D-shaped ice block. I had no idea that was there. Yes. It's a little bit easier to fool. It's a little bit easier to fool Tiny in this game than it is in the OG. There we go. Stop to get a friendly orange cat. Pet a friendly orange cat during your bike ride this morning. Aww. Dude, that's adorable. That is super adorable. Did it kind of look like our orange cat, or was it like a different type of orange cat? Or was it Garfield and it likes lasagna? What's up, Real Crash Bandicoot? How you doing today? So that was actually a really good Warp 3 split. And definitely not perfect, but it was still like a much better Warp 3 than I've had in the past. See if we can keep the momentum going into Warp 4. Doing really great. Workout routine gets you into doing your chores too. Nice. See, good habits kind of allow other good habits to keep happening. Like, you know, if you like make your bed in the morning, you're probably going to feel more likely to do other things that you're supposed to do. You know, it's pretty neat. I did indeed, anti-SK. I did indeed. Oh, you never seen him? Aw, you will at some point. You will at some point. My girlfriend loves to bring the cats on stream if possible. Alright, I'm going to switch to D-pad here. For the 2D parts, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to use analog, but actually analog is a little bit faster in the Insane Trilogy than it is in compared to D-pad. It sounds kind of weird, but the reason why is because oh geez, but the reason why is because turning, like, you turn pretty sharply when you do when you use your D-pad and turn the when you use your D-pad to turn the character. So basically, what ends up happening is you end up losing speed that way. Oh, that's fine. You end up losing speed that way. So what ends up happening is with the analog stick, you can make a lot more precise turns, and it actually helps you a lot to oops. You can actually make a lot more precise turns, and it helps you turn faster. Whereas in the old game, one of the reasons why the analog stick was slower oh geez. I need to focus here. I need to focus here. Did my girlfriend ever have a problem with streaming? No. She actually supports it. She actually supports it pretty much fully. And very, 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 very thankful for that. We would not be together if she did not like me streaming. So it's definitely a good thing that we're both fans of streaming at this point. Alright, sounds good, Kramer. No worries, man. Thank you for the good luck, and thanks for stopping by. I do appreciate it. No, it's not. That's not really what it is. It's not mentioning other streamers. It's the context. It's the context of mentioning their name. If the context is mentioned in like as far as like an advertisement, like without my permission, or like a I hate this guy, he's so terrible. This, you know, like basically just like talking bad about somebody, then no, that's not cool. But like mentioning another streamer, you know, by name, just by like, you know, oh, I was watching so and so the other day and this happened, or I like this guy, he's really cool. Or like I also watched this person too. Like that's not a big deal. Like I don't really have a problem with that. Was she into video games when you met her? Yeah, we actually met through rhythm games, as a matter of fact. We both play rhythm games a lot, and that's actually been that's actually the way that we met, and we still do play rhythm games to this day together. Not as often as before because our lives in structure have changed quite a bit since we first met, but that's how we met. We're both nerds. She enjoys gaming. I enjoy gaming. She's big computer nerd. She's actually a computer engineer, so she's actually been super helpful too when I've had like computer issues, and you know, there's definitely a lot of common ground. We're both different people though. Like we're both like I'm very structured and organized a lot of times, like with around the house and so on, and she's a bit more haphazard. You know, we definitely have some opposites that I guess attract us to one another, and we complement each other pretty well. Start entering chats with greetings from Germany. And yeah, no problem, Philosophy Addict. I got you. What's happened to Mekadon? Hello from Brazil. That's pretty awesome. Good, there's a good number of actually Brazilian runners of the Crash Bandicoot games, which is pretty neat. How's it going, by the way? What's happening, Rhinestones? Dude, we're doing awesome today, man. How are you doing? Oh, of course, Winter, of course. We all have our opinions, but it's not really necessary to express them in a public forum like this. That is not the time or place to be discussing that sort of thing. What's happening, Super Dito? How are you doing today, buddy? You're also a computer engineer? Yo, that's pretty sick, actually. How long have you been in the industry, and do you like it so far? The long messages also just places my story about cats. The real topic of discussion, of course, with the cats. Exactly, Bucket. Do 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 do. Just a little while and it's very cool. That's awesome. I have no mask. What do I do now? Behaving. That's what we do now. I do currently Rhinestones. We're pretty early on into Insane Trilogy speedruns, so there's a lot of ground to be made, and I think people in general are going to be improving faster and learning things and, you know, making a bigger impact on their speedruns compared to a category like Crash 2 100%, Crash 3 105, and the original games that are like more optimized, and once you get to a higher level it gets harder and harder to improve. So I think in general that's going to be something that you'll see a lot of times with newer games, is you'll see like people improve faster, or they'll get more PBs, or they'll, you know, they'll get some of that, they'll get some of the highs, more of the highs of speedrunning. But then as things oh geez, but as the games develop and mature, you'll start to see that not happen as often, and you'll see things get harder. But, you know, the glory is bigger when you actually do PB. You know, once you're like, you know, once you're working your way through a pretty tough for a pretty tough category, or something that's very highly optimized, oh no, you'll end up, you know, it tastes sweeter somehow, you know, to improve your time and to keep up the good work. Oh, jeez. Do, do, do. Oh, jeez. What are rhythm games? Rhythm games are games that basically involve you know, doing some kind of activity. Excuse me. They basically involve you doing like certain inputs to music. So basically, you play the game along to the rhythm of the music, and it's very cool. So basically what ends up happening is, like, say for Dance Dance Revolution, like, you have the platform, so you have 4 buttons that are on a dancing stage, and what happens is you end up stepping to on a certain panel in rhythm to the music based on a step chart. And other rhythm games are the same way. They have different peripherals, and like they have a slightly different way of playing them, but you basically end up doing the same thing. Like you're doing something, like you're tapping buttons, or you're spinning a wheel, or you're doing something in relation to in relation to the music, and it's super cool. Like it sounds really dumb, like and I explain it in like a very nerdy way, but once you play a rhythm game, you'll know. And you'll get a better idea. Like if you play a Dance Dance Revolution or a Sound Voltex or something like that, you'll definitely get an idea of what happens there. Okay, so we made it through. We died a lot on the one electric fence, but that's because I also didn't have a spare mask, which I'm normally used to having. Yo, thanks, Yang Fox. Generally speaking, I don't like to talk about my viewer count during a stream, because I can find it kind of distracting, but thank you, I do appreciate it, and thank all of you guys for being here. You know, you really could be anywhere you want today, but the fact that you're here, you know, it really does mean a lot. I do appreciate it greatly. Yo, Delulu Game, thank you for the host, by the way, I appreciate it. What rhythm games do I play? Mostly dance games, mostly Dance Dance Revolution, In the Groove, Pump It Up. I've been getting into Sound Voltex a little bit more lately. Also, in the past, I've played a lot of Beatmania 2DX, Poppin' Music. I've played like 2 days worth of Guitar Freaks and Drum Mania, which is, if you know of Guitar Hero and Rock Band, it's pretty similar, except it's like a little bit more complex. Like the peripherals and like what you end up doing with them are a little bit more complex than Rock Band and Guitar Hero, but it's pretty much a similar design. Let's see what else. But yeah, a lot of Bamani stuff. Yoshi. Whoa, that was really close. Would I totally pwn you in a typical competitive rhythm game? You can probably find some music games that I just cannot play whatsoever. So you can definitely find some games to beat me in, but I don't know. I'm not sure what your skill level is. See you later. So how did I meet my lady friend through them? Ah, good question. So we have been long distance our entire relationship, and you might wonder how the hell we met each other, living halfway across the country from one another. And the short story is that we both went to the same tournaments for years. Like I met her late 2012, early 2013, and we basically attended the same tournaments, and we've traveled to the same places. Not every event were we together, but like, you know, we'd be in the same place more often than not. And basically what would happen, like we were both like dating other people, you know, at those times, and like the stars just didn't really align properly until like fall of 2015, and that's when we really like hit it off and started dating. And almost 2 years of dating now, which is pretty crazy. Technically it was November, I think, when we started dating, but we started like seeing each other in October. September, October, that time frame. I didn't get the crystal? Oh shit. Oh shit. You guys didn't see that. You guys just didn't see that. You didn't see it. You just didn't. I just totally blew by the crystal. That is so funny. What's happening, Biggie Cheese? How you doing? Good, you guys saw nothing. You guys saw nothing. This is a really big time loss. That's like a very, very big time loss. Yeah, I didn't even, wait, what didn't we not see? I did not pick up the crystal. What's happening Oknarf? Excuse me, how are you doing? What is it? I know. Clearly I didn't know, because I didn't pick it up. What's going, as they say, down? What's going down is this speedrun, unfortunately, because I just lost the crystal. I just, like, did not pick up the crystal. That's so funny. So, it's alright. Like, there was definitely a potential to, like, crush... There's definitely a potential to, like, crush this time right here, which would have been really cool, but, this happened instead. And that's okay. You know, it happens sometimes. But now that I've done it in a run, and it's been like, it's going to be very fresh in my head, so it probably won't happen again. And that's true, see you later. At least we didn't end up resetting the run. That would have been painful if we had to reset the run because we forgot the crystal. Aw, I thought I could get away with just jumping over that, and I almost did, but did not. Yes, indeed, Biggie Cheese, indeed. Was it unsolicited nudes? No. That was never a part of it. What's happening? Your nickname is unavailable? Is it faster to slide jump, slide spin, or use the triple mask? Combining the triple mask with slide spinning is the fastest way to go, but slide spinning generally is fastest. You can recover from your slides much faster if you spin afterwards than if you jump. So that's like the primary reason why it works that way. Now, when you have the running shoes after you beat Crash 2 or Crash 3 and you defeat Cortex, slide jumping while holding the running shoes button is actually faster. But in the case of the any percent run where we just don't have the speed shoes, slide spinning is definitely the fastest. She would have had to sneak out of work then, Biggie Cheese. But I wouldn't blame her for, like, you know, she comes in the house, hears me talking about mentioning her name, and then she just, like, slowly creeps up the stairs. Proposing on stream. Has anybody ever done that before? I don't actually know. Ah, that was bad. I just got confused and wishy-washy, and, you know, bad things happen. Yo, welcome back, by the way, Sonic. Well, there we go. Killing enemies and hanging on things while there is a floating half-human on a half-chair constantly trying to talk to you. Wait, what are we referring to? I prefer to keep it anonymous for now. If she doesn't mind saying her real name, then she can definitely do it, but I'm not going to say it on her behalf. So for now, we're going to keep it quiet. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, we made it through. What we see on stream? Oh yeah, because you can only see half of me. That's true. I was like, wait a minute. I don't see what's going on here. She would probably take me seriously though. Meaty Muffins. She'd probably just be like, this is too early. And it would be like really awkward. So, and if it's staged, then it's not very fun. But yeah, we're definitely not at that point yet. Meaty Muffins. He actually doesn't have legs. I think that was a meme with Grand Pooh Bear, where somebody, people were like photoshopping, like, or there were photos of Grand Pooh Bear like standing up, and you could see his whole body, and people were like, those legs are obviously photoshopped, because you never see a streamer's legs, like, ever. Like, you just don't. Yo, what's happening, Frenchie? Just stopping by to say good luck in between flights. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate it, dude. I hope your flights home continue to be safe and sound. And what's happening, Pez? We were just talking about you. Exactly, Magatoth. Exactly. Like, streamers have legs. That's exactly it right there. You see mine a few times. If you saw me do the crash dance a while ago at the Bay House, you've probably seen my legs. Otherwise, they're just a myth. I would be willing to bet that more people who have tuned into the stream have not seen my legs than have. So it could be possible that I just don't have them. Oh, I got caught. Okay, so what happened there was I got caught on the railing, and I was not allowed to move right when I wanted to. That's basically what happened there. You thought it was like Aku Aku with hands? Kind of sounds like Rayman to me. Kind of sounds like Rayman to me because he just kind of has like the floating hands without arms and floating feet without legs. 2.5 hours of meetings? Seems legit. Seems legit. Remember my first time in Egypt when you had to convince Ian's dad? Oh, wow. Oh, I saw your comment earlier, Yang. I totally just derped and forgot to respond, but you're welcome, man. I do appreciate the love. Glad I can help, man. Done in an hour, though. That is very nice. That is very nice indeed. Dang, Engine sounds freaking maniacal. He sounds like maniacal right here. Okay, cool. It comes around this side. That's interesting. I've never seen a rocket come around that side before in this boss fight. Oh, it's all good. It's stuff that... Everything that we've talked about is nothing I wouldn't want you to hear anyway, Pez. Oh, dang. I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, Yang Fox. But yeah, I've always had a good experience with Pez's family. I've had a really good experience with them. And split. Okay, so that could have been like 2 minutes faster if I wasn't a dingus and missed the crystal in hanging out. But that's okay. Easy time save for next time. Anyone have a toothpick and toss it like 6 states over? Here you go. Hope you're ready to catch it. It's a both thing? Wait, what do you mean? Friggin' dingus. I've had it with you and your friggin' dinguses. Yeah, it definitely helps. Like, it definitely helps a lot. Especially in a relationship. Like especially when in a relationship. It's almost like, you know, it's kind of one thing if you and your parents, like, if you have a good relationship or if you don't have as good a relationship, but like having a good relationship like with your spouse's parents can sometimes, or significant other's parents, well, can actually help their own relationship. Like, it's kind of funny how that works out sometimes, but like, if your parents really enjoy, like, you know, your partner, then they might, you know, it might actually pay it forward, as a matter of fact. The deep talks you just don't get on Twitch, right here on twitch.tv/KRISMARQZ. Welcome back, Creeper. You didn't miss a whole lot. You missed me being a dingus in Warp 4 and generally having a good one, except I forgot the crystal and hanging out. But we still saved time, and that's the good news. Any chance that you will see me at a GDQ? Of course. I've actually been to the past 2 AGDQ events, AGDQ 2016 and 2017. Not as a runner, but as an attendee. And I would like to be a runner at a future GDQ. I just don't know exactly how. I just don't know exactly how we'll make that happen, but I would definitely love to do that. I think that would be just an amazing experience. Do you think the other speedrunners are training hard for Insane Trilogy full speedrun before streaming it? I don't know. I'm not sure what they do off stream. I can only tell what they do on stream. After the full trilogy, I started the Crash 2 run. Yes, I did, Creeper. That is, in fact, what happened. Dingus style, exactly. I like that. Don't be such a dingus style. Life advice. If you guys want Wedding on the Nile, talk to us. Dude, a wedding on the Nile. Holy crap. Talk about an experience. Like, talk about a once-in-a-lifetime experience right there. Not if you miss those crystals. That's true. That's true. I'm not even sure what happened there. I just was like, oh, yada, yada, yada. I'm going through this level. And then I just, like, didn't even pay attention to the fact that the crystal was right next to the checkpoint. I was just a derp. It happens sometimes. Oh, get out of there. No! That's alright, though. Yo, absolutely, Yankbox. I would love to see them. Cool. No! That's alright. We haven't needed mass at this point before. We don't need them now. So we probably will now. Not yet, though. This level is really unforgiving. Oh, yeah. That much has not changed. This level is still very unforgiving. It's a little bit tricky, too. Like, you don't have as many, like, cool strats that you can do in this level because the 3D range doesn't really work anymore. What's happening, Nikki? What's my PB? Well, currently my single game splits are 124 with loads. I think I may have gone faster in my full trilogy runs, but I haven't actually timed them yet. So, but it's likely that this run will be a PB or at least very close to it. So it's kind of weird because I haven't like extracted the times from my full trilogy runs to see what my true PB is in Crash 2, but this run is going very well. So this probably will end up being a PB in all actuality. What's happening, Bytion? How are you doing? And yo, Gimmick, welcome back. Thanks for the good luck. So you got news for me. All right, what are the news? I mean, Pez. All right, take it easy, Pez. She actually watches Twitch with me a decent amount of the time. I think that like she used to watch Twitch more back when like we had more free time together. But now that we have significantly less free time together, usually we don't end up watching Twitch together that often. But sometimes we still do. And she overall has like a very positive attitude towards Twitch and really likes it. And yo, thanks. Thanks, Nikki. And thank you for the good luck. I appreciate it. Steve Whitmire quit the Muppets? No, I do not actually know who he did offhand. Yeah, that was a bit of a nail biter, Magatoth, absolutely. I was planning to sleep tonight. Thanks, man. Doing the world a service. Well, thanks again for the good luck, Gimmick Soldier. How's it going, buddy? These pistons gotta go. Nice. Beaker, Ritzos, Statler, and Kermit the Frog. Well, that's a pretty important character. Well, I'm glad you're feeling okay, Gimmick. Hopefully you'll feel more than okay soon enough as well. That was really close. Talking about the bridge levels in Crash 1. What about them exactly? Just refresh my memory real quick. I've seen the end of the world. Dude, I don't blame you, man. That's definitely some bad news right there. Oh, hey. Did not think I was going to get stuck there. Is Omega here? I don't think so. I don't think I've seen him around today. Ah, of course. Of course. The crabs are terrifying here. The crabs, the freaking, like, electric tentacle thingies. The sound effect was very appropriate, of course, too. That's weird. There we go. That's how it's supposed to work. It looks like you're not supposed to be able to do that glitch high jump, but you can. Oh, this level is unforgiving. Okay, so I did not expect to jump on top of that little button there. Dude, talking is hard. Talking can be very hard indeed. Take it from me. Okay, well, at least we're through. At least we're through Spaced Out. Oh, jeez. That was, that definitely could have been a lot faster, but at least I didn't game over. That's where those extra lives are really coming in handy. Vogel means bird in Dutch. Oh, really? So I should say that someone he worked with, Matt Vogel, will take over for him next week. Interesting. What voices is Matt Vogel known for? Any voices in the Muppets, or not the Muppets? Yeah, the Muppets, right? I'm sorry, I just like totally derped there. I was like, what are we talking about again? I don't know. We're talking about stuff and things. All right, change the controls. Nailed it. All right, let's go. Same thing happened last time. Same thing happened last time with those noodles. Gotta be careful. These guys need to get out of the way. Awesome. Whoa, what do I do? I tried to go up top and that was the totally wrong thing to do, it seemed like. I feel like those wires have an easier time hitting you. Nice. Alright. Nope, we're going down. We're gonna go down. Then we're gonna go back up. Then we're gonna go forward. Then we're gonna go down. Ask me that question privately, Godsonic. And bingo, we're through. Oh, ask that privately indeed. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Yo, pro commentary. Pro commentary. That's what you guys all come here to listen to. Pro commentary of me going, so, what was I doing again? Like a true professional. Did I PB earlier? I did, actually. I did, as a matter of fact. Trying to be a photographer? Dude, you are a photographer. You are a photographer. Camila the Chicken, Floyd Pepper, Sweetums, Uncle Deadly. Oh, wow, a lot. Oh, the Count. Okay, I think we're in good hands. I like the Count. I definitely like his character. Left, right, forward. That's what I meant. Whatever direction I was supposed to go is what I meant. It's okay, though. The sun will come up, Biggie Cheese, tomorrow morning. I promise. If it doesn't, you can yell at me all you want in the afterlife. For getting your hopes up. Oh, no, 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 no. You're good. You're good, Sonic. I didn't even notice. Hopefully you're not feeling sad, though. I'll give you a bro fist as soon as I can. And cool. We didn't get burned. Yikes. Yikes. Why do I keep forgetting I need to make food? Yo, go do it. Just get up and walk away. Just get up and walk away and go make food and then come back to the messages. They'll still be there. They'll still be there when you get back. Alrighty. But yeah, streams tend to do that to me too. I get like very carried away sometimes with streams. Sometimes I do get very carried away. Make food and bring me some too. I know. You gotta share. This is a potluck dinner. I don't know if you realize that, but this is a potluck dinner at this point. Oh yeah, Cortex is in here. He's not in the center anymore. Alrighty, well we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens once we get rid of this guy. So yeah, I definitely could have gone like probably a couple minutes faster without the hanging out malarkey, but this should still be a pretty solid run. A lot of early time, a lot of easy time save for next time too by just doing things properly. Cool. Do 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 do. That works. What is your last Xbox One game gonna be, Gimmick? Oh, oops. There we go. That's the real time. 117.40 with loads. Definitely a big PB.